Dying already. That's good. Jesus Christ. I just had to swallow the most egregious, nonsensical, bitter medicine in the world. And that makes me feel bad. Well, I shall make sure that the rest of the world feels bad by beating the living headlights out of them. I don't like that at all. Oh, it makes me feel bad. Bitter enough, the palm of my mouth feels kinda numb, which is good. Now then, well, I set everything up quickly, I hope. That depends on the operation of everything else. We shall play some more Yakuza. I had thought about playing something else, but I have randomly decided to play this one again. Because, well, I now feel the need to beat shit out of stuff. Which we most definitely have a good chance to. And then it change things around like this, and potentially we should get an image out of that. Oh, my mouth. Oh, I need something to drink. It doesn't go away. It still feels strange in my mouth. Well, they do say that bitter medicine works. If there's any need for it, though, I have questions about that. Now then, where were we actually? I spent a few more points. I actually had the tech boy do a few things for me. The training sessions, as far as he could, with the little Komaki, so that I don't have to do that. Which also means that he, of course, being the Lotus, he has finished most of the Colosseum for me. Which means I have all of those valuables. You need those cards basically to get training from Komaki. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna get them. But get me a few. And he's like, well, I finished all of them. He also finished all of the Colosseum battles, so it's just how he is sometimes. He's a bit of an artist when it comes to that. Well, we shall thank him very much for it, because it saves us some time. He also apparently made one more date with the little lady at the club. And he was like, yeah, I got you a date. You just have to go to Theater Square now for it. And I think he also, yeah, we have more than enough CP to get the unlimited sprinting. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do our date. We're gonna get ourselves unlimited sprinting, because fuck it, I want that. And I want it very badly. Ugh. Fucking tongue feels horrible. Well, yeah. It's gonna be a relatively short one, because I'm still not feeling, well, 100%, to put it mildly. I came back from cleaning the store at like 4? Okay. Like 4 in the afternoon, and I immediately had to lie down. It wasn't good. How about some darts? Yeah. That's a game I can reasonably win. Well, let's see how good you are. Oh, I've been proven to be relatively good at darts. Little lady. Because she's like, I'm an expert, and she's like, take it easy on me. No, you just outed yourself as an expert. Indeed. Also, thanks to that, I now have a lot more money in my pockets. I just realized I have 5 millions now. We're gonna play good old 0-1 game. Yeah, that's more than enough. We don't need anything special here. A battle for the ages. Yakuza indeed. We're gonna beat the shit out of everyone, even if it's just games. Now, a bit like this. Oh boy. Wow, that was a horrible start. Yeah, come on, game. I mean, not bad. But also not good. No, little lady. I don't know why you keep your coat on. We're inside. That's a bit strange, isn't it? Not bad. God damn it, I never really hit what I wanted right now. Bam. Hat-trick. Not bad, but not good either. Yeah, this time she's a bit weaker. No, she's actually doing the exact same amount of points. That's impressive. Now what do I need? 64. How about 220s? Wow. Wow, I failed horribly. I really failed horrible this one. Yeah, that was the triple, wasn't it? Yeah, you would assume that hitting just the 20 isn't that hard. Wow, 2 times in a row, eh? Well, I mean, you know, can't win them all, I suppose. Like, this was okay-ish. Now, we're gonna do some more side quests and probably do a part of the, one. Well, I mean, we're almost at rank A anyway, it's not that much more work. Now, I do have one of the side quests already started with the little... I think it's the hungry boy. Down at the public park. I will assume that we'll need some more food for him, so... yeah. Going down here is probably not a bad idea. I'm assuming he will be hungry again. Just a feeling, you know, usually side quests like this have the tendency to repeat certain aspects of themselves. Sleep bun, Jesus Christ. Not really feeling hungry, you know, but I could potentially, or should potentially eat something. I will eat something. Yeah, probably something very, very easy to digest. Like some soft bread or something. Actually, I could probably buy myself like 3 more of those. And then I'll get another steamed bun. Technically speaking, I should buy it from the drugstore to get the better ones. But, well, it is not an option, is it now? It's not really an option now. Actually, how bad are these comparatively speaking? Little health boost, well. As I shouldn't put much faith into them. Is what the game is saying. I mean, that's easy enough to remember. Now, let's go to the main street. Cross over the main street. Ah, I do love being an asshole and just running through people. Damn. Hello, hungry child. Hello, kid. Children do tend to get bored rather easily. Well, don't talk to strangers. You just talked to a stranger, didn't ya? Okay. Expecting me to pick up Haruka and bring her over here then. I mean, at least it's not far. We can probably keep an eye on her. Make sure she doesn't get kidnapped. Kidnapped. Why am I in dragon style? Get back up again, come on. No, I'm gonna punch your face then. And still my tongue feels strange. Ah, bloody freaking medicine. I'm not even gonna let you go down. Ah. This is satisfying in a very, very good way right now. Wish me because my good tongue feels a bit sad, a bit numb. They do say good medicine tastes bitter, but why does that need to be the case? Can I wake you up and just take you over there? Apparently I can't. Can I talk you to do it? Yeah, don't worry. Can I push the dog to do it? Still very philosophical, I see. Well, I don't think I can do it from here. How the fuck am I supposed to bring the little child here if she's asleep? I mean, good children should be asleep at this time of the night, mind you. I will be a good child, so no. Can I do it from here? No, I can't. Well, seems like I can't really continue on this one. So, where's the next one, actually? Put it to my notes, close to Marshfall. What the fuck was that? Trying to be a tank? Really shouldn't hit. Here you. He's gonna hit you back. A lot worse. Okay, maybe he gets around it is not such a good idea, to be completely honest. So I should probably get into the habit of actually finishing my fights first. Before I start, you know, with the next guy. That would probably help. Maybe. Not that there's much trouble, mind you. There really isn't much of a difference between days. Now, let me get something to eat. Just a bit of food to get my health back up again. I suppose a nice little beer would do well. And I already ate all of them, didn't I? I mean, since you can get CP for eating shit, not really a bad idea to do this as soon as you can, actually, because you need that iron stomach thing to eat actually a reasonable amount of food. I think I could run from restaurant to restaurant now and eat more. The only difference is with alcohol, because alcohol you can't get it that much of. It's supposed to be west of this, which is a broad definition, even by my standards. Don't we all love broad definitions, though? I mean, this is more north than west, to be fair. Where, oh, where might he be hiding? Also, you can't really go much more west from here. To be very fair, honest with you. Guys, if you head east. And of course, some assholes do want to get the living shit beaten out of them first. Come on, get up again. I'm not even going to waste my heat on you. Haha, found you. Somebody sprayed over your side. That's not nice. You're good, like, okay, I'm gonna look at it now. More graffiti, you say? Well, I mean, why not, I suppose, now that we got involved. Ain't sure. Why not? Ooh, hello there, Ogawa. I'm gonna do it. Ah. Shouldn't be that hard to do. Okay, if I leave to it, I'll just go over. Won't try the bowling thing and come back. That should hopefully constitute for leaving for a bit. Apparently not. That makes it a lot more difficult. Leaving for a moment. Yeah, define that a bit more. Like, do I need to, you know, be gone for a minute? Of course. Why was I not pissed? I'm gonna take my frustrations over this fucking taste in the mouth out on you again. Maybe I actually would need something with a stronger taste than just bloody freaking water. Do I have something with a stronger taste? No. Yes, technically speaking, I still have some chocolate milk, some... I should have some of that. I could make myself another tea. I have been much of a tea drinker, mind you. Something that only ever comes around when I'm sick. Kinda like, yeah. Don't really want to. Aha, I know that sound. Are you an idiot? It's already been straight painted over. What do you mean it wasn't you? You quite literally have the fucking big can in your hand. That's not a very believable excuse. It's like he's quite literally spraying it at the moment. He's like, nope, it wasn't me, boss. Wasn't me. Ah, for feck's sake. Yeah. In this case, it's actually rather nice because this actually gives me something to distract myself with. Still. If she is anything but safe, because, well, you can't walk 10 feet without running into some fucking punks who want to get the shit beaten out of them. Well, either that or the whole town is full of masochists, basically. I'm gonna finish you now. I'm gonna finish you easy peasy. Good thing you're not English then. I don't drink 50 cups of tea a day. It's off the top of London. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that saves my ass in this particular regard. I can see you hiding there, my friend. What can I say? I'm a German. I don't have that sort of drinking tea culture. Quite literally not. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have, on occasion, enjoyed a cup of tea. Sometimes. I couldn't name the teas, mind you, because I have no idea about teas, but some of them were more tastier than others, that much I can tell you. But since I mainly drink tea, when I'm sick, it kinda has a bad image in my mind. It's kinda attached to that. Which is hard to get rid of, actually. Usually on my own, I would never ever come up with the idea of just drinking tea. Which, please, I've been screwing with the Yakuza from the very get-go. I know you really think I'm afraid of a few more punks. If you keep blocking me, I will just grab you and hurt you. You do know that, right? Yep. Yes, hello there, little trade strat. I see you found your way over here again. As the thrall of the Yakuza called to you again like a nice little siren. You know what, fuck you. Just gonna kick you. Rabat. The siren call of the Yakuza series. That's a statement and a half. Uh-huh. Yeah. What the fuck, why is... Well, I guess a bit more double meaning, huh? Why the fuck would you ruin your own father's business? I would kick the living shit out of you for that. Well, yeah, that usually, but they would do it when they build up shit. I want you to inherit it. It's pretty damn nice, actually, of them. How about you just talk to him like a normal, decent being? Fucking teenagers, I tell ya. Fucking teenager. Wandering people is like elevator music to me. Somewhat addicting in that case, eh? It's like, yeah, I just can I just drift off to have a nice dream of this nice music of punches being thrown left, right, and center. I will admit, honestly, I had decided first to play something else, and I was like, now I have a bitter taste in my mouth that doesn't seem to go away. My mouth feels somewhat numb. I feel like punching somebody. Oh, look at that. Still a Kronos. Hello there. How are you on this fine evening? I hope better than me. Actually rather interesting. I've slept probably more hours than I have in a long, long while on this fine day. Still feel tired. It's amazing. Well, yeah. How about you do like a normal human being and talk to people, like your father, about their problem. Instead of spray painting his poor fucking sign all over again. Well, you know, maybe we're reaching for a teenager. I kinda would deserve it. I'm just gonna point that out. It kinda does deserve it. Hello there, old man, it's me again. I think most people wouldn't have expected that one, actually. Yeah. He is not the most talented of artists. Oh shit. Yeah. But hey, Ireland is a good training area for a good reason. It's basically a miniature way to learn of the whole world, basically. But that's not a bad idea. Is it? Oh, it could be. It could actually be, couldn't it? Will over point out that his son has no idea what a fucking design is. I mean, look at that spray painting. That's not artistic. That's just nonsense. But yeah, fighting Ireland is good practice. You should, however, broaden your horizons a bit and learn a few more things. Sure, I already wrote you that, but since my mind is kinda confused a bit, let me just point it out again. Try playing a few different things, like try playing under a leech or two. So basically try the down low level, start as a count or something, so to get used to, well, being limited in your options basically and having stronger guys above you that you need to deal with over decades and centuries in some cases. And you should also get some training in with managing your vassals and stuff like that, so going, you know, up again or try playing the Byzantine Empire with all of their revolts, for example. That's a good training. But it does seem like you're getting the hang of the things for the moment. Probably gonna take a while until the basics actually are all in, but don't worry, you can get pretty damn far with just that. I can tell you that much. Communication is key, indeed. Before you try vandalism, try communication. That's the thing, you know. Also, that kid had surprisingly nice shoes for being just a fucking teenager. I'm just gonna point it out. That kid knew that wearing just sneakers is probably not the answer. Oh yeah, when a jihad is called on you, that's nice. Not the only thing, it's also very nice when you are one of the Middle European countries and suddenly it's like, well, the northern religions have reformed, they declared holy war on you. For no good reason, other than they don't like your face and your religion. Bloody pagans. Where's the next one? Off the pawn shop. Well, that's not that far. See what other shenanigans we can get ourselves into. Hopefully I can beat up a few more people. Good thing is, my mouse is stopping the whole num thing and it's coming back to feel like something. God damn it, I got a message. Wait, punks, I got a message. Mother, what does my cell phone say? And she's working. Well, that's good. Means we can go on a date. Again, I'll probably get to A rank already. How the hell do you manage to get excommunicated that easily? Usually the Pope is rather forgiving of most minor things. Just doesn't really happen that often. Interesting. And he runs, and he runs, and he runs. Yeah, you look like a Yakuza, let's avoid you. And the guy's gonna be like, I'm gonna tell you my prices again, because you probably don't know our prices, do you? I'm sitting like, and know your prices? I do. Yes, I know your prices. Yes. As usual, give me the same one as usual. Hello there again, the lady. Since the deck boy did one for us, seized church funds. Oh yeah, that's a good way to get yourself executed. Excommunicated. Which is a sort of execution. A religious one. Woman, please, I'm gonna drink the same thing as always. I'm gonna drink a beer. And yes, before you even ask, woman, you can have your own beer. I'm not that much of a nasty person that I would deny anyone a good old-fashioned beer. Yes. Technically speaking, taking the temples away from your vessels is actually a good way to make more money and get more levies from that area. Because, well, people don't actually, the priests in particular, don't pay you taxes. If they don't really like you, they pay to the Pope, of course. Yeah, it's not good. What do you need? Okay. Then... Sounds annoyingly annoying, to put it mildly. I don't like the but not going out after hours. I don't mind helping you out. Yeah, let's just get a bit flirty, shall we? It might actually be a good approach. That seems to be a very self-serving example, woman. I'm just gonna point that out, very self-serving. Do you need to crush his poor little heart that harshly? Okay, you. I know you actually want me to pay for that too. You asked me a favor and then you asked me to fucking pay for it too. That's kinda ridiculous, actually. I'm somewhat impressed with your brazenness, honestly. You have to admit, the woman is rather brazen. I appreciate her brazenness. I shall be looking forward to it. Yes, very much so. Although it's brazen as all hell. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not gonna go back on my word. I mean, you have to be very open about it. You'll be like, you're gonna pay for that, right? uh, Indeed, yes. Can I actually? Yeah. I mean, you know, I do like the dress generally. I'm not a fan of the gold rimmings though. Those are not my kind of thing. I'm not a fan of gold as color, but you know, the whole Chinese motive thing is kind of neat, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, your levies are determined by your military stats, of course. So that is one thing. Then by your marshals stat, and you can have him train troops to get more numbers. Then the number of, well, basically what areas you directly control are also gonna give you the most. And if you have vassals, you can also play around with the obligations they have towards you. You can gear the common man towards more levies to get more troops out of that. Personally, I would give noble like a bit more money, so you get more taxes from them, and the burgher, the normal peoples, a bit more levies. They like it that way. Nobles like to pay more. The common man likes to serve more. And it will get you more troops. See? Honestly, personally would like another collar. But, well, that's a matter of taste, honestly. Well, yes, Kiryu is very easy to be with. Fallen off of him finally. Okay, let's ask you out again. We can get the next one to highest rank possible. Yeah, shit. That didn't work. But we tried. We tried our bestest. We already had this conversation, didn't we? Yeah, that's pretty much the first conversation we had. Didn't I advise you to take a cooking class? Yes, you have. To have vassals. No matter how great your stewardship is, you will at most be able to control like 8 or 10, maybe 12 territories yourself if you are a king or an emperor. So after that, you will get penalties, and lots of penalties for having over that limit. So yes, you will have to have vassals at some point. That means you also need to make very much sure that they actually pay you the taxes, A, and B, give you as much levy as you need. Otherwise you'll not be the top dog for long. Somebody will usurp your title. Let's skip a bit through this, because I know that this is gonna end up with me going like, woman. The old saying is, the fastest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. You're indeed right that you can hold all of Ireland as a king on your very own, without much. You will still have vassals, because you can't directly control the cities and stuff. You can, but you will get a penalty for that too. Because it's below your level. Very much. Shocking flash, woman! I told you so. So if you rule it completely without vassals, and you have every territory of yourself, every bloody city, every bloody castle, or well, settlement, in your case, because you are still barbarics, then you will run into that limitas. This is why I said, do try once or twice to play as a big nation, as a king or something, so that you can actually get a feeling for how to deal with your vassals, because that is a very, very important aspect. Managing your vassals, making sure they are happy and not plotting to murder you. Very important lesson. Well, the good thing is we don't get any data out of it. I'm not gonna ask you out again, you already said no. Yes, but that would make the game as a whole far too easy. The fact is that since this is a lot more focused on your dynasty and on your people, basically as the one you're not playing the nation, you're playing a guy, that means your interpersonal relationships with people is actually massively important. Because if your vassals start plotting against you, if enough of them come together and build a faction, you ain't gonna have fun with that, let's just say. Well, I mean, that depends. Germany doesn't exist that early. If you play on another date, you will get up either as West or East or Middle Francia, which is technically a predecessor of the whole nonsense of France that's gonna come along. Germany is still long, long, long away. I usually like to play as a very, very minor count. Usually in West Francia and work my way up slowly but surely. It's a really teaching experience, I can tell you that much, because you are nothing, and all of the big players are waging war all around you. Can be fun. Yes, we already had this one too. And I already told you, it's your bloody sister's choice. She's an adult, she can choose for herself. Me, woman. We had this conversation. Oh yeah, technically speaking you can form Germany, and you can form the Kingdom of Germany. Which is taking things a lot faster. Usually for the Holy Roman Empire should come first and get big and stuff, but that too is still very much in the future. But you not get many friends like this, to put it mildly. Yeah. It is one of the most warring area around, as far as Europe is concerned. Fucking mainlands. Yep, just send me a message, woman. I'll be coming running because I want to fill this up to very much S levels. You might actually be able to do this in this episode, depending on how fast she is going to message us. For the moment, we're gonna run down to the pawn shop because there's our next side quest. I do love this game. It gives me very, very many things to do. And the main story is usually pretty damn cool. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna mate. Yes. I remember my first steps in the cruel world that is Crusader King's story. You will lose a lot of things. And sometimes you will not even understand why precisely you are losing them. But don't worry. It is. My notes read quite literally. Above pawn shop, back alley, running guy. What to say, running guy? I don't see any. Yeah, don't worry, things will get a lot more amusing after a while. 6th generation. Still kinda young. And we're gonna take you a lot more than this. Also, you really need to get your inheritance system right, because if you let it at Gavelkind, you will curse loudly. With every fertile wife you can find. Also, before I continue, let me just take a short little look. A shortest little look, so I can make sure that everything is running. And up, yeah, this is.
Nanny.
I don't know who you are, but you're gonna get beaten up if you challenge me. You don't have Kiryu's magical fists of healing and or damaging. I don't think I'm gonna forget even if you beat me. If Kiryu ever beats the shit out of you, well, he can heal your drunkenness, he can heal back pains, he can probably heal your memory too. Or destroy it. Well, as I said, random strangers of the street know who we are. Have we met before? That's nice. Bye bye, random stranger that just gave me a key. I love you too. Which means you need to get up your legalism, then change to feudalism as your ruling system, which is hard and will take generations of work, mind you. But it is the best way to do, because otherwise your future will be pain. And every time you capture new areas, they just get lost with your death over and over and over again. Such a very, very nasty area. You are really in my way in this world. Yeah, that's good. Means that you're probably not going to be very much having clans on good old Ireland because they're all tribes, and you are like, I am feudal now. Now the next question would then be, have you sorted out your inheritance yet? And have you taken all of the power from the council? Because if you let them have power, it's not really ideal. Now then, back to the locker business. The fact that my mind works that well at two different things right now is amazing. That medicine must actually be working. He's like, Nani? Oh yeah, right. I met somebody like 5 seconds ago. No. No. What do you mean dumber than you look? Kyo doesn't look dumb. He looks snazzy as fuck. There are not many people that can get off with a white suit, mind you, and make it look good. I mean, the red shirt is debatable, but it fits his style. Also, it's probably easier on the whole bloodstain he will have on his fucking clothing all the time. You get over here. You die now. Bam. Goodbye. Who's next? Probably you. Since you're standing so close. Rabban. They do have such nice arc flying away. Hey, my mouse is really better. That's amazing. I can actually feel my tongue moving around doing shit. Yes, a truck. A dump truck. Fully loaded at high speed. Quite literally to your face. I'm really interested in what I'm going to find, actually. Yeah, I would like to know that too. A charismatic photo. Not really, no. I have a photo now of the Patriarch. I don't know, that really doesn't seem worth it. That only leaves one. I need to open. I will actually, for obvious reasons, take a quick gun where I'm gonna get that. Oh yeah, and that hidden away gambling hall apparently. I don't think I can get that yet. Well, time to do more. Where do I need to go? I need to go to... Okay, it's apparently north of there. That's easy enough. Yeah. And that is indeed the one you want to go for. Because it really doesn't get any better than that. It's also a good option to keep woman in the race. Not really as a preferred one, because that is going to put you at odds with almost all of Europe. But have them open as an option. She still will get very much deficits in their relationships if it actually comes to that. But you get an advantage, because you don't die out that easily. Because sometimes you will just not get a freaking male heir. I can tell you that much. Like it's cursed. A cursed bloodline. Now, Norse may have been a bit of a broad descriptor, I will put it like that. Okay, I'm looking for a policeman. I mean, that shouldn't be that hard to make out, all things considered. Not on this mess. But yeah, if you already have that, it is good. It is a very good system. Indeed. You can actually lose all of your titles, like no one's business, if you actually aim for just male heirs and you don't get one. It can happen. Rarely, but it can happen. Also, don't forget, you can rather randomly die. I don't cheat. Did I read my notes right? No, I didn't. I read south of north, because I'm an idiot. It's smart. Now then. Ah, random police officer spotted. He's gonna talk to me, isn't he? What is it, Mr. Random Police Officer? I'm headed to heaven. Yes, we all are. There is nothing to see here. Are you making applause is a very good question, isn't it? Yeah, he wants a bribe, doesn't he? Well, more than you, I suppose. I have 5 millions in my pocket. People say crime doesn't pay. I mean, it's not really crime fighting in a Colosseum. Technically speaking. Realistically speaking, it is very much a crime because it's fucking illegal. I'm not paying you. Quite literally not. You're supposed to be against that. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, that's one hell of a dangerous game to play. You should not ever try to do that sort of thing. Especially not against the fucking Yakuza. Where do I find him again? Well, only not that far away. Hello, Mr. Irritated. Yes, I would very much like to find him and beat him. Hmm. I mean, okay. Hello, Mr. Fake Cop. Hello again. Yes, so. Well, yes, it was the most stupid thing. I mean, you can probably get away with that against the normal people most of the time, I suppose. What else are they gonna do? But against a freaking Yakuza? Yeah, probably not a good idea. Actually, we didn't ask for it. You were the one who fucking tried to scam us. You can't just shift the blame. That's what you get for that. Indeed, blood to pay. You got money. I do like money. You do that, you get a smoke. I will be a bit more careful about smoking my pipe for the moment. Just a small drag here and there. Because, well, pretty sure that's not going to help getting better anytime soon. I do still have tomorrow in front of me. One more full work day. Then a half day. Now, I think we have done all of the side quests we can for the moment. There are lots more of the Komaki ones, but I can't do those because he's like, I'm going to sit here and wait until, well, apparently until Majima is active again, basically. At least that's what my little list says. Means we have... Most done. Now, let's meet up with the florist. Very interesting title he got there. I don't know how he manages to apparently have sprouted a successor from the ground. Which is, I'm assuming florists do, they grow children, of course. The flower bed. Yes, very nice. Shit, I forgot something. Just as I was getting out of breath, I was like, shouldn't that be not a problem any longer? Yeah, it shouldn't. Because we can now get unlimited sprinting again, if memory serves. And let me just put it like this. I want to get this out of the way immediately. I'm gonna shave my ass. Yeah, of course. Stop it. Stop the violence. Otherwise greater violence will hit you in the face. Very important lesson, I think. Violence is your form of communication, and just expect the bigger violence to come along and kick you in the face. It actually reminds me, how is saving going to work in future Yakuza games? Because, well, payphones are kind of getting, you know, abandoned. That's kind of how the future looks, isn't it? I wonder. I'm looking forward to finding out, actually. Yo, Bob. I mean, that's a guy that hasn't changed in, like, years. How long is it since Yakuza 1? Like 20 years or so? Yeah, for the 0-1. God damn it. Okay, I have this, not sure. Yakuza training gear. Not that I care much, but... 777 Dragon. Get the lucky binding equipment. I mean, I don't really care for most of those. What happens if you join the crusade? First and foremost, nothing. You just get to either pay money or send troops to make the Pope happy. But you will be at war whoever is the goal of the crusade. And then, of course, you could potentially go crusading, but sending your whole army away for that is not a good idea. Especially not if things are turbulent at home. Majima, you still not wanting to go back? Nope, he's still just standing around doing nothing. It's not necessarily a bad move. You can choose somebody who will gain territory, potentially, yes. A benefactor. Do I mix this up with Crusader Kings 3 now? No, I think that's actually also Crusader Kings 2. So you can get somebody in power. Technically speaking. You are still gonna be like, I'm gonna prepare. Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad deal if you want to be at war with whoever they're at war with. Or whoever they have claimed to be at war with. But also don't forget the rest of the other religion is probably going to unite against that to some degree. Damn it, now I have 2 slots. I didn't want the 2 slots. Well, I'm back into the pleasure district. It is very well hidden away, to be fair. And do a bit more main questing. Badam, 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 badam. Well. Sorry, I'm busy. I don't have time for all of you. I'm a busy person. Lives need to be saved. People need to be met. All of the nonsense. And I surrender with a metal bed. Sitting around and doing nothing. Well, yeah.
いつからそこに
いい女だな趣味のいいガキだ
まあ、悪かねえどこぞの組長の娘でなければな
この町の組か
いや浅草のケチな組さお前向きの情報は来てねえよ今日は無駄足だったな
Not necessarily a bad idea, technically speaking. But as I said, you know, most of the... If it's Egypt, it's mostly the Islamic world is going to very much get pissed off at you for that. Yes, I can come back to hunt you, mind you. I do have to kind of think about that for a bit. Usually if it's still relatively early, and you might not necessarily want to get involved apart from paying some money towards the crusade. Should be enough to appease the Pope. Especially if you are not yet complete control over Ireland, which means you have a, well, cause for fear of getting attacked. Also don't forget, England is your neighbor, and some of them can get rather feisty rather easily. I might want to keep it on the down low. If you're not feeling very much confident. Hmm?
誰だお前
Yeah, who the fuck are you?
俺ですよ。
No, I can't.
もしかしてお前田村か
そうです。いやー、お久しぶりです。
Hmm, he has been.
お前死んだはずだったんじゃ
Pretty much, yeah.
お恥ずかしいことで、外じゃそういう話になってるみたいですね。青木からでも聞いたんですか？
ああそうだ
I wouldn't count on that, honestly.
東京湾に浮かんだって
さすが花屋さんだ。完璧に情報でっち上げてくれたんですね。
Yeah, it's
どういうこと
impressively
実は
Effective?
5年前、サイの河原に入ってボスと知り合ったんです。そして情報屋としての自分が足元にも及ばないことを感じてね。それで姿を隠してボスの部下として働こうと決めたんですよ。
でもどうして死んだなんて嘘
まあ俺には幸い嫁も子供もいなかったんで、別に死んでも悲しむ人間ありゃしない。それならいっそのこと自分を消しちまった方が情報が集めやすいと思いましてね。それで花屋さんに頼んだんです。
そうかでも青木は今でもお前のことを探していたぞ、
そうですか。やったな。俺のことは青木には黙っていてください。お願いします。
ああ分かった。
それじゃあまた。
That's a random meeting. Actually, it took me quite a while to realize who is he supposed to be, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be dead. Indeed. Wait and see is usually, especially if you're not completely in control over what you want to be in control of, the better part of valor. Like with leading your troops. Yes, you can lead your troops, and if you want to get rid of your, well, ruler right about now, that's a pretty good deal. But just generally, I would probably not advise it. Oh, it's raining. Hey you, we need an umbrella. Did you know that way back when, during the time of my grandparents, it was still considered somewhat like, you know, somewhat weak of a man to carry an umbrella with him? That's not something man did. I mean, you know, you wear a fucking hat, and that's all you need. It's just fucking rain, you're not made of bloody fucking sugar, you're not gonna melt. Interesting little tidbit, isn't it? Now then, time to go to the waiting cages because I beautifully used the time to impart on you some trivia from ages ago that nobody can use anymore because it's useless. You can't do that. That's not going to work.
何の真似だ
Yep. Kiryu doesn't fear metal bats. Or aluminium bats. Or any bat. He has arms made of steel.
何か勘違い
組長に言っとけよ。娘さんは強化は俺が幸せにしますってな。
That's nice and all, but it's still no reason to just randomly attack people.
やるしかねえんだ。
I said, you can send some forces, you can try it out, but I would probably make a save beforehand and make sure to not override that one. Oh. Okay, wrong direction. Yes, annoying with Majima with his metal bat. Standing there and blocking, eh? But at least you can't heal as much as him. What money?
落ち着け。俺はただの通りすがりだ。
じゃああんた後部組。
違う。わけを話せ。どうなってるんだ。
追われてるんだ俺たち。京香の親父後部組から。
何があった。
京香が一緒に逃げてくれって。
I didn't expect it.
そうだ、俺早くあいつのとこ行ってやらねえと。
どこにいるんだ。
デボラってクラブだ、劇場前広場の。あんた悪いけどもう行っていいか。ダメだ。
Oh, a lot of punks.
お前らたかし、お前チーム抜けるってよ。メールで済む話じゃねえだろうが。後で筋は通すつもりだったんだ。いや、お前はとんざらするつもりだった。な根性だからよ、パシリで鍛えてやってんだろうが。今急いでんだ。なめてんじゃねえぞこら。なんだ
Eh, no problem.
行けよたかし。
Just to restate my point, make a save game before you do it. And then you can try it. Honestly, I would probably stay away from anything that is more than just some monetary aid. Ooh, do I have a metal bed now? Yeah, apparently I don't. Also, that jumping just looked terribly. I'm now going to beat the shit out of you. Fall out the trash can. Compels you! Oh, take a bench. To the face in this case. Shit. Finally got me to go down. That happens rarely these days. My bench! My bench! Look. That's probably gonna get more, because usually in the, you know, since they're defending their faith, everyone with that face can get involved. It's a bit like when you wage holy war on some peasants in the next area over. You can get into trouble with everybody else who shares their faith.
おい、高志のことはほっといてやれ。
どっちにしろ、あいつは終わりだ。辻門が網張ってるからな。
なんでそこまでするんだ。
あいつの女、親父の金持って逃げたんだってよ。
親父の？組の金か。
Yes.
デボラってクラブだ。劇場前の。
手間のかかるガキだ。
That's a very true point. These kids are indeed a very much a pain in the ass, but well, we can never tired for this job. Gonna do a good job. Always consider this. A crusade is a religious war. Oh look, a rich person. That means... Do you want to fight me for that at some point? No, but another rich person wants to fight me for that. And when the faith is involved, that's gonna be troublesome. But at least, you know, you should at least to keep appearances up. Swear yourself to the cause, the good cause. If you swear troops and you don't get any, the Pope's gonna be somewhat pissed off, but meh. You can't really get out of your Christian duties, my friend. Just as I can get out of my duties to have some kids doing what's best for them. Oh boy. Doesn't seem like she's here. Probably here. No. Where the fuck are you hiding? Yeah, well, they need to go up the stairs. Hello, random stranger.
なんだ貴様
I'm God, and you will learn that lesson very easily.
どきなさい。私はもう帰らないんだから。
お嬢、申し訳ありませんが力ずくでも。
たかしはどうする気？
お嬢をたぶらかしたガキです。きっちり落とし前つけさせていただきやす。
そんな。
違うの。私が一人でお金を持ち出したんだから、たかしは関係ない。
お嬢、違いやす。お嬢はそう仕向けられたんですよ。
京香、下がってろ。
I mean, that's pretty
ずっ
hard
と前に決めたんだ。俺
because
は
you're surrounded. Standing back is not really going to work.
待てこら。すいません兄貴、こいつ勝手に。
Yep,
ずいぶん賑やかだな。
it's me again.
外野の出る幕じゃねえ。彦出ろ。そうはいかねえ。あんたらそのガキ殺しかねんからな。
やかましい。
Nice move.
大した根性だな。この人数相手に。
Really? I don't really think my odds are that
話は
bad.
しめだ。やれ。
I think my odds are pretty good, actually. Is there anything I can use as a weapon around here? Doesn't really look like it. I do see an energy drink at the other side, though. Probably not a bad idea to pick that up. Oh, the table compels you! Shit, my table broke. That knife attack is nasty, and that's putting a knife in. Oh, for fuck's sake, let me get up again. Now then. Deal with the last guy. No, you don't. Healing is not allowed here. This is a healing-free space. I just decided. Bam. Oh, he went down easily enough.
たかし。取った金は置いてけ。ずうずうしすぎる。
分かったよ。
ダメよ。お金もなくてこれからどうするの？
Working like normal people.
てめえそんな半端でお嬢と逃げる気か。チームじゃパシリで。あげくにはメールで組抜けるってか。
黙りなさい。いいよ、たかし。もう行こう。
I mean, yeah, he's making a good point. So pretty much nothing.
お嬢の幸せを。
ならなんでお父さんは来ないの？
それはその。
ふざけないでよ。私はね、お父さんがヤクザなばっかりに。
You know, we can't choose our parents.
分かってやす。お友達もできず、お嬢はずっとお一人きりだった。親父もそれが不憫でならねえと。
たかし？
俺確かに今は半端です。でも目いっぱい働きます。頑張って絶対に京香さんを幸せにしますから。
口先だけか。
Well, yes, it is. Talk is very cheap.
証明します。
たかし！
お前は極道じゃねえんだ。
Indeed, you're not.
さっき口にしたことをやりゃそれでいい。あんたもそれでいいな。親父からの伝言です。
Well, they even wrote a letter. That's nice.
京香、私は生まれついての極道だ。京香、私は生まれついての極道だ。 何十人の部下を連れながら。だが、たった一人の娘を幸せにしてやれない極道者だ。汚れすぎた私の手に、お前を抱きしめてやる資格はもうない。
No.
だから行け。強化を。よろしくお願いします。花から組長の描いた図通りってことか。
もういいんですかい？
まあ、そのモニターにじんじまって見れたもんじゃねえ。
こいつは。
あんたヤクザ嫌いなんだってな。
え
え。いいのか。
あんたはせがれの選んだ女の親父。俺にはそれだけです。
Very mature response. I like it.
立派な息子さんだ。
俺が育てたんじゃないですから。
うちもさ。
I mean, he still kind of looks like a wicked punk, but well, I guess his heart is in the right place. Ah, I do like it. I do like my happy ends. Now then, go back to the purgatory. We'll find out a bit more. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. I can finally just sprint again. Oh, this feels so bloody good. Now nobody can ever stop me, because I can run for eternity. To be fair, when you start out, his stamina is really nothing. Oh, so finally making some money. Have you played around a bit with the obligations of your poor little subjects yet? Because that's a good way to make even more money. And it is a good way to get more levies. Both things very important. Yeah, you can tell that Kiryu has been a smoker for like, you know, his whole life basically. But then he suddenly realizes that maybe, just maybe, through the magic of Bob, he can learn to, you know, use his lung capacity again. A very, very valuable trait, I say. Very valuable indeed. Don't mind me, just going through. Also, I don't really... I've had a bit of a questionable design. I mean, why? It looks like a cage. They don't look like they're a cage. I mean, they're quite literally calling customers in behind it. Whoever came up with that design, is it... I mean, I suppose it's somewhat there to keep the ladies from running away, I suppose. But maybe also, you know, in part to keep the more uninhibited customers away from the ladies. Make sure they come inside so they actually have to, you know, pay for services rendered. Hello, it's me again.
ああ、そうだ。そういえば、たかしの連れの親父さんがこんなもん置いてったんだ。
I gotta go him on. What is that? Oh, a knife. Interesting.
ああ、ここで一緒に見ていたんだよ。お前に感謝してたぞ。
Yeah, that should make the Pope
せっか
happy
くの
enough.
差し入れなんだ。もらっとけ。ああ、それから、実はこの地下街にはちょっとしたカジノがあるんだが、お前も入れるようにしといたから、暇があったら行ってみな。
Yay, I can go to the casino now and lose all of my money. That's grand. Okay, now we go back to the Serena. Maybe I guess we can go back and look at the casino. Casino time. I'm not gonna play because I suck at fucking things like that. I mean, I suck at real life. It's not like I was never to a casino, mind you. But I'll be damned if I ever spend more than just a bit of fun money there. I'm not gonna try that in games either. It's a very good way to blow all of your money. I mean, to be fair, in games you can at least save scum, you know, you can save, try your luck with a very large bet, and then, well, if you lose you just reload. That's always been a bit too scummy for me. I mean, I have no problem using the game's systems against itself to some degree, but if you overdo it, That's just gonna be annoying, isn't it? Hello, random person who calls me. Hello, Reina. Long time no speaky. I'm the world's babysitter at this point. Wait, if your contributions to the crusade are considered large enough, you will actually get something out of it. At least you will get a lot of prestige out of it. And prestige is, of course, in its own a very important little thing. You can, for example, actually get an achievement, I think. It's called Exalted Amongst Men, which is nice. Which also will just generally make you be considered as to be a more valuable person. I can already imagine for scrolling there. It is you again, and you're working. Nice. Since that's basically on the way back to this arena, we can probably just do it. Yeah, actually, it's quite literally in the neighborhood. Maybe we can finally get to that S rank and get that mission out of the way too. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. I do find myself rather enamored with this series though. I mean, I'm only playing the second game that I've ever played. But still, pretty sweet. Nope, I'm not gonna wait for you. And I know you're too polite to follow me in. Well, either that or the fees are too high for you. I know your prices, I know your prices. And let's go through the usual and see what you want to talk about. For fuck's sake, woman, he does wear it well. Stop complaining. Jeez, a bit difficult. She's shaking while I change my windows around again. I like to change between my Twitch and my YouTube window, just in case one of them starts to act up. And yes, you will get your own beer, don't you worry. I'm not heartless. Now then, back to the same conversation we probably had before. Because I don't think there are any more conversations. Yep, had this already. What was the right answer? Was something about not having fun, wasn't it? Yep. Pretty sure that was the right answer. Yes, yes. Everybody is gonna brag like, I have 3 cars, 10 wives, 20 houses, I know. In reality, you're just your average Joe doing their fucking job. And we can ask you out. Let's see if that works this time. He tells me all I need to know. Don't need to read the rest of the text, I can just like, ah, yeah. Oh, that again. Yes, I know. The old trick where you get the same present from all of your customers. Well, yes. Quite literally run one of those businesses in the day. Back in my day. 20 years ago. Makes it a lot easier for me though. Because that means I can actually skip ahead a bit. Let's talk some more and get this over with. We can get our reputation up. I think then when we're at this arena, we'll see what's happening. Oh yeah, you. I still would say, get yourself a good dog. A German Shepherd, for example. That's a good dog. I'm not a fan of this whole toy poodle area. I don't know. I don't know. It's not my favorite. Not really. Yeah, the sooner you get him, the better, right? That was the right answer? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. See, you're happy now, aren't you? Well, relatively speaking, you are pretty damn happy. Yeah. And if it's still not enough, you can still go on the date. Yes, it costs precisely the same amount of money every time. You don't even need to give me a fucking bill for that. I know how much that cost. Bam! We did well. Actually, why didn't this go to S rank? It should have gone to S rank, shouldn't it? I'm confused. I mean, maybe if I get another pity point from going on a date with her, that will help. I would assume that to give you more affection, but no, I see a rich person. Would be such a shame if somebody beat the living shit out of you. Got a lot of money out of that, wouldn't it be? Yeah, don't bother getting up. Ba-dam. Thanks for the money. Every bit counts. We're not nearly as rich as we were in the in Zero yet, where I had quite literally billions of yen in my pockets. Such money. Such great amounts of money I had. Wrong direction. Yeah, the Castling dynasty as a whole is kinda more than willing usually to marry, even below levels. Go play. Do we want to try darts again? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna try darts again. I'm not even going to try fucking billiard again because I suck at it. Actually, I suck at billiard in real life too. I only ever played with that when I was drunk, and so that kinda was a bit problematic. Well then, gonna do an easy game again and hopefully get the points out. 3 or 1, that's provided by the house. Actually, we could probably get better darts, but who needs better darts? Yeah, it's good. Although, to be fair, if it's not a Marjorie line, you will get no airs out of that one. You will, however, create a nice little non-aggression pact with, well, whichever part of Germany that is. The one where the Kingdom of Germany title is one of the castlings, don't ask me which one. Last time we both busted, if memory serves. I just throw the dart. Good woman. It wasn't the most impressive of throws, to be fair. That one too wasn't the most impressive of throws. Okay, we're kinda losing it apparently. She almost made more points than me. Jesus Christ. My throwing ability has decreased. I'm doing something horribly wrong. Damn it. So close, yet so far. Double 12. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get a double 12. I know myself too well. Jesus Christ, KO. We once were so good at this. And all of a sudden, my skills have left me. Hardly so much evil. Oh, I guess I still win because I'm closer to 0. Which is all good and dandy. Now then, give me more points. That was not even my best throw, mind you. Well, that was quick. Well then, guess we go to the artistry again and go like, hello, we just met. And now we're meeting again. Yes, that's how it's just gonna be. Unlimited sprinting. A divine power bestowed only on a very, very few that are willing to spend CP on it, mind you. Ah, but such a nice skill to have. Actually, everything else you can do a bit later, in my opinion. I mean, you will get money anyway. You have to beat up a few more randos on the street for it, so be it. But that is gonna save you time and energy like no one's business. Mm-hmm. Oh, a movie. That's a standard choice. For a date. He was confused. Kurikura? What the fuck is that supposed to even mean? Okay, so apparently she wants to take photos. I mean, it does. It does do wonders to, you know, imprecate the neighborhood. Although you have to be sure, because sometimes all that means is that you have now somebody in the family who has a claim, which means they will take over the territory, not necessarily you. Have to be a bit choosy about that one. Hey, every excuse for a war is a good one. Shop tea. I mean, it's called a coffee shop. Why not get a coffee, you know? That seems more reasonable. Oh well.
Yeah.
Nice. That's one way of easily winning a war. You see that their enemy leader is actually waiting on the front lines. Capturing him is a very easy way to get 100% war score, like a tick. Even if not, and if he's just this underling under some emperor, you can sell them off for an S-load of ransom money. Which is very nice, especially if you're at war and you're having higher costs anyway. Yeah, that's kind of what happens in this business. It's a tough business. Oh, yes, we kind of didn't have a choice because, well, we never had an option to choose anybody else. Technically, we choose somebody else before you, but oh well. You want to take this to the hotel, don't you, woman? Coming on rather strong there. Tasty. And still, canonically, poor little Key was considered a virgin for a very, 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 very long time, apparently. Just crazy dread has so helpfully told me. Oh, enjoy a little video. Don't let your kids watch this. I mean, technically speaking, it's not too much, but that's a thing. I mean, who am I to deprive my poor audience of that? Black and white. That's a color combination that never goes out of style, honestly. I can attest to that much at very least. Oh well, I think this is a good opportunity to take a nice little sip, because my throat is not in the best of conditions, apparently. Better. Now I've had so much water, should probably drink some tea too, but I don't really want to. Why has tea to be a thing? Why has it to be good for you when you're sick? Questions. Important questions. People need to ask. More often. Well, I guess one drag of the pipe will not kill me. I hope. Well, hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. Oh, let's see how much damage this does. Shall we? Well, so far not much. Actually, we have taken it to the hotel. Yes, now the game is like, you can't continue doing this, and I'm sitting here like, but do I want to? I mean, I'm assuming with sexy rewards they just mean more of those videos, and I'm not really feeling the need for that. Not really. I mean, I might be able to get a nice collection going at some point, but why should I? Loses its game aspect because I have not a nice little bar that I can fill up any longer. I can't expect it to not be able to outrun you. Just means I'm gonna beat the living shit out of you. And down you go. And down you go indeed. Who's the last one? I would have bet that my last hit in the combination actually hits him, even if he's on the ground. Works like a charm. A very interesting little charm, but a charm nonetheless. Let's go up there and see what our dead drunk friend is doing. Yes, yes. Well, that explains why he's dead drunk at this point. I took a bit of a detour there. Ah, well. Any more philosophical nonsense from the dog? No. Well, I think I will actually end it here. Drink of the pipe was not the best decision I made on this fine evening, to be completely fair and honest with you. Must because I feel my stomach getting a bit queasy, and that's not a good thing. Might need to go to the toilet again. It's not like I haven't spent enough time there already today. Well, that's one way to celebrate a free day, I suppose. Ah, store closed day, basically. But yes, that shall be it for the moment. I shall bid you adieu most profoundly. You too, little crazy rat, take care. And yeah, thank you, Kronos. I will take my rest, because, well, it's only tomorrow. If I can get through Friday, I can probably get some rest on the weekend, I hope. Also, dear little Kronos, do let me know if you want me to set up a game for you as an observer. Because then you can play with all of the DLC nonsense, like, you know, the Ripper's Due, which means pestilence coming to a kingdom and ravaging you most profoundly. I'm pretty sure I can just let this run in background, so keep it in mind. It's a nice little thing we can do. And, well, let me go through my list quickly. Who's there we can easily mention? Of course, Crazy Red was the first one. The scent of Yakuza is a very, very strong one for him, and he, like any good hunting dog, finds it every single time very quickly. Next in line, on the other side of the argument, on the left side for me, the Twitch side, there's the little Kronos coming by and doing lots of CK2 learning. He shall become a great leader of his people, so that he may become a very good one. So that we can play a long game of Crusader Kings 2, because that game takes forever to play. But that's part of its charm, I suppose. As for anybody else on the lurking side of things, do feel appreciated too. Pat yourself on the shoulder for a job well done indeed. And I don't have any notes, at least not in regards to anything I should have to announce. Well, either that or I'm overlooking something, which is quite possible, considering my somewhat poor state of mind. But well, probably remembered by tomorrow. Never mind. Once again, have a good one and bye-bye for the moment. So yeah, just shoot me a message if you want me to set up an online server, and I'll do it. Shouldn't be a problem.